Good morning, everyone. My name is Camille Moore. I'm so thankful to be here with you all today. I'm going to start with one of my favorite quotes. The quote is from Denzel Washington. It says, "Keep working, keep striving, never give up. If you fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship is. So keep working, keep moving, keep learning." It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it were easy, there'd be no Taraji P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. This quote has been what I've lived my life by, and I'm here to tell you all about my journey. I was born and raised in Denver, Colorado, and being a part of Denver Kids is one of the reasons I stand here with you all today. Before my Denver Kids, educational counselor Krista entered my life. I'd been on many journeys. I'd seen multiple suicide attempts by my sister, domestic violence, and housing insecurity. I was raised by a single mother who worked day and night to ensure my older sister and I had everything we needed. My mother is a substance abuse counselor, and this year celebrating 25 years of sobriety. I would often go to work with her and see her clients up close. My mother always showed compassion and understanding for her clients and their journey to getting sober. Over the years, I've lived by these virtues my mother instilled in me, and I hope to continue embracing others with the compassion and understanding my mother afforded others. My mother made sure that I never looked down or held myself above anybody. While my mother worked very hard to provide for my sister and I unfortunately bore witness to many terrible things. As I mentioned, I saw firsthand domestic violence. I saw the aftermath of abuse from a man that said he loved my sister, who also attempted to take her life while I slept on the floor above her. We moved often, but these were the type of memories that continued to haunt me. I share these things with you because these are the realities that shaped my life before I joined Denver Kids. I witnessed and experienced more pain than most will in a lifetime. In my life, I've had 5 powerful Black women help guide me on my path. Those women, those pillars of strength, are my mother, my sister, my late cousin Millicent, my late Aunt Cheryl, and Krista, my Denver Kids educational counselor. In fact, Krista is here with me today, and I'd like her to stand to be acknowledged. Krista, it's such an honor to have you here with me today. Thank you, Krista. Krista came into my life in 3rd grade. I was told we were going to lunch, and in my 3rd grade mind, I heard food, and the food would be Burger King. Little did I know, Krista would mean much, much more than a Burger King lunch. When she entered my life, I was struggling to read and write, and I'd just gotten over having a stutter. I was below my reading and writing level and struggling with having ADHD. At the time, I felt like I was being talked down to by the special ed class teachers. I was frustrated with how my mind worked. I felt like they were underestimating me. I just wanted to be normal. It was different with Krista. She got me to see that I could do anything and everything I put my mind to. And as time continued with Krista and Denver Kids, I began to see what I could be and what I was going to be. With Krista's support, my reading level increased, and by 5th grade, I began to read at a college level and write above my school level. I've always been involved in sports at that point, but I began to see that athletics wasn't the only thing I could succeed at. Krista was one of the first people I told I wanted to be a lawyer when I grew up. I had this dream because I wanted to help people and be a voice for the voiceless. I told her about my goal, and when I was just in 3rd grade, and she was there for me, always telling me I could do it no matter what people said. All I had to do was set my mind to it. Krista was there every step of the way, whether it was a bad or good period in my life. She was always there steering me on my path of self-discovery and self-love. For example, when I went through stage fright, to the point where I didn't even want to walk on stage to get awards for the honor roll or perfect attendance, she would meet me after the ceremony and provide the medals in a Ziploc, man. She didn't try to force me to go up on stage, but instead got me to see I could overcome my stage fright just like I'd overcome everything else. And just look at me now, standing on the stage in front of you. Krista was right. Now. Beyond social, emotional, and academic support, Denver Kids provided me with the keys to a world full of opportunities that would support me in doing everything I could imagine and dream of and more. In 6th grade, Krista got me to apply to a scholarship that would help me get into college and make it possible. At the time, I said, college? I'm not even a big kid. Little did I know, that very scholarship was the reason I was able to afford finishing college. Years later, when it actually came time to finish high school and apply to college, Krista was right there. By the time I reached my senior year, I'd missed a grand total of 3 days during the entirety of my high school education. I'd conquered the ACT despite taking it with a concussion from lacrosse, and in 2013, I graduated high school with a 3.7 GPA. Ultimately, I applied to 15 colleges and universities and received acceptances to 12 of them. I also received over $500,000 in scholarships. I attended college at CU Boulder, and in 2017, I graduated with 2 degrees in both ethnic studies and political science. Throughout college and after, Krista continued to provide support. When life got hard, she was there. I knew I could always pick up the phone or grab lunch to talk about what was happening before I made a decision based on emotions. In March 2019, 1 year after graduating college, I continued to follow my dreams and was accepted to the University of Denver's law school. I was excited and planned to attend in the fall. But after a serious ankle injury and continued problems from a long-standing hip issue, a visit with an orthopedic surgeon changed everything that I'd envisioned for myself. Suddenly, a 30-minute appointment ended with 2 surgery dates being set and a third in the wings. My thoughts immediately turned to how was I going to start law school. I can't express how difficult it was to come to a decision. With a few clicks on the computer, I declined my acceptance to law school. Declining the offer was like falling without seeing if there was a net to catch me. I remember my stomach dropped and my heart dropped. But to my surprise, something did catch me. My continued belief that come hell or high water, I was going to be a lawyer. And that is proving to be true. I got through my surgeries and was able to start my law school journey the following year in fall of 2020. Adversity appears when you least expect it. Denver Kids and the support of Krista are the reasons I've learned to never doubt that I'll get up each time I fall and come back better. Denver Kids works, and the reason I believe in this program is because it's led to so many personal successes for me. This includes my ability to finish my first semester of law school while learning to walk again, after the surgeries I mentioned earlier, and taking finals while under concussion protocol. There's a theme if anybody's caught. In the 2nd year of law school, my aunt passed just days before my finals, and I still ended the semester with the best grades I've ever had. This resulted in me becoming the first Black Student Bar Association president in my school's 130 years. With me comes my story and my continuing push to better understand myself. Adversity, I've come to understand, is something needed in order to finish the puzzle of my childhood. My story has blossomed from the rains of adversity, and I'm no longer uncomfortable sharing my journey because it jump-started my path to helping others and becoming an attorney. And I'm proud to say I'll be graduating from law school next spring. With that, I want to say thank you to Denver Kids and Krista for helping me step into my power. I wouldn't be me without you. Thank you.